guys, it's showtime. Showtime's trying to fit us over here. Size, growth, whoosh, get big. All right. So here is the lowdown on the first time ever that I placed top five in the Emerald Cup, and it was kind of a fluke. Really not proud of it. So I've been watching the last couple of years and stuff. And this is year 2000, okay. But it had been a while, right? It had been a minute, and it just barely started the super heavyweight class, right? And the super heavyweights at this time hadn't figured out that you had to get really tight and hard, right, to win. So a lot of times you got them real soft, okay, right? And so I'm like, cool, man, I'm gonna go in the super heavyweight competition round, and I'm gonna place top five, which was stupid because I hadn't been dieting, so I'd been I got my all-time high at this point, right? So I started really getting the hang of this power bodybuilding thing. I got pretty big. I got up to 255, okay? And that's when I was doing the drive-by posing, and when me and Bill were going cruising and stuff in 2000 down the highway and stuff. And so I'd hit that, the posing, and then that's also when I fell through the bathtub, and we had to go get another one, and was just hanging out, with friends of mine who were female and stuff, and it was all spiritual, that's what I tell everybody, right? Because I'm kind of engaged at the time, so just hanging out and stuff, and anyways, it needed to be obviously replaced, right? So we went out, got it right back, and I go ahead and I go off the cycle and everything, right? Because I wasn't taking anything, right? I just got some growth hormone, and this doesn't count because it's not like I get a whole kit, okay? I got 16 units, that's it, just 16 units of GH, okay? Probably the biggest I had got up to at this point in my entire life was 242, maybe, or 230, 240, something like that. So, I wanted to go to another level, right? So, Big Wave Carbo Dave is over at Bill Wood's house, right? When I get this stuff, and I show it to him. He's like, dude, this is awesome. You don't even take any steroids with this. All you need to do is take testosterone. Take a cc and a half of testosterone, Cypionate or Naphthate every other day, okay? At least 2 to 3 times a week. You want to take a cc and a half. And what is that equivalent to? So it's 200 millis per cc. So it's 300 millis every other day. You're looking at 900 millis a week. So that's what I was doing. And then I was also doing, I only had 16 units, right? So I was doing AM, PM, and I was doing that Tuesday, Thursday, when the growth hormone levels were at their peak, right? So AM, PM, one unit, Tuesday, Thursday, 1 unit, and of course my every other day testosterone, and 10,000 calories a day, right? And Big Wave Carbo Dave, he said, you just jam it right in your shoulder. You can't hit the bone or nothing. Just ram it in there. He goes, and you're gonna be a freak. He goes, you're gonna go in no more than 45 minutes in the gym, man. 45 minutes, get in and get the fuck out, right? And he's one of these dudes that's like really high intensity. He's like this. Remember the guys? Remember this guy? That guy on TV, right? The Go Green guy, right? This is the product that cleans everything, right? He's like that guy, right? Or like the guy with the thing, the gazelle, that guy, right? Look at the glutes, just amped up, right? Like all the time. He's like selling fucking popcorn at the circus or something. He's got his supplements. I got your creatine over here. I got your freaking protein over here. Yelling across the expo and shit, right? He's, got balls. He's like high energy, right? And so it was fun learning from him, right? And unfortunately passed away of a heart attack at about age 42. Fluke thing. But anyways, go back to the story, right? He's like, dude, you don't need a hit bone or nothing. Just ram it in the fucking deltoid, and you're gonna be a freak, and no more than 45 minutes. You think more than that, waste of fucking time. He goes, but you can't go twice a day. You can go in the morning, then go again at night, right? 2 days, and he said also in 2 on 2 off, and then because that's what I was already doing anyways, right? 2 on 2 off, and then he said, what else did he say? I said something else, but I can't fucking. Oh yeah, he said, "You gotta eat 10,000 calories a day. If you eat 10,000 calories a day, you're wasting fucking money. That's how you grow. 10,000 calories a day, and you won't get fat, right?" So I blew up 255. Okay, I did the 10,000 calories a day, and I got up to 255 pounds with 4 units. Imagine if I was doing freaking 2 to 4 units a day like you're supposed to do. Shit, forget about it, right? So that's what I did, right? But then, I went off cycle, this and that, the other thing, and, was staying at home because I felt small because I was only 240, just lost water weight, really. And then I thought, you know what, fuck it, I'll just do the Emerald Cup. What? I'm not in shape doing the Emerald Cup, right? Looking back on it, I was so fucking stupid, okay? So, I did the Emerald Cup, okay? And I got top 5, but you could have heard a fucking pin drop when I went out there. And my prep coach said that one year when we were done with the show in 2011, and we were reflecting back to 2000, and he said, "Man, remember when Showtime hit the splits, man? It's like he goes, it's like you could have heard a fucking pin drop in there. It was like dead quiet, like nobody was applauding because I was fat, right? I was a fat fuck, right? 240 and fat. I mean, I was under 10%. Don't get me wrong, everything else, but But for the Emerald Cup, you gotta be under 5%, bro. Preferably 0 to 2, 3% at the very most, right? So yeah, I was not ready for the Emerald, and but I got top 5. I was very proud of that trophy. That's the only reason I did it for, right? And because I never placed top 5 in the Emerald Cup at that point. Obviously, I did later on. Obviously, we'll get to those later, but legitimately and ripped and shredded, not fat as fuck and smooth, right? I shouldn't say fat, smooth, okay? Because otherwise people are going to be like, how can you under 10% and be fat, right? For bodybuilding, right? And smooth, super smooth. I'm tighter now, okay? I'm tighter now just standing here and eating whatever the fuck I want than I was when I was doing that 10,000 calories a day and then getting off everything. Fuck, I wasn't on anything either. I was a natty up there. It's like, what the fuck? What am I doing, right? But I got my top 5 in the Emerald Cup. Year 2000, first time ever. We had a blast afterwards. Me and Dr. Ben Matheson, Roger Baker, and a few other people all headed on out, and we had a blast. Went out dancing and this and that, and I didn't do a whole lot of dancing, And there was Ronnie Coleman was there, right, and Susie Curry, and yeah, it was a fun time, right? And yeah, it was kind of fun because we're out there and just had a good time, right? And yeah, it was a blast. And of course, freaking Ronnie Coleman was guest posing that year, and just big, right? Large, massive off season. So you could imagine when he's that big, shredded, how wide he was, walking around. He's about this tall, right? He's really short, and because he looks really tall in the magazines, right? But he was shorter than me. He was like 5'8" to 5'10" tops. I think he was like 5'8". I really do. He was a lot shorter than me, and I'm not very tall. I'm like 5'10", 5'11" tops. He was quite a bit shorter than me. So, but wide as he was tall, right? And this was obviously when he was in prime and all of this and that and the other thing. So, right in that era, I can't remember if it was 2000, 1999, what it was, right in there, right? When I don't know if it was that year or the year before, where he and Flex Wheeler both were up there, right? And posed off against each other, right? One of them had the microphone. Yeah, it was Ronnie Coleman had the microphone, and he's like, yeah, it was supposed to be, up here, me and Flex, this and that and the other thing, but Flex, he didn't want no piece of me, and da-da-da, right? And then Flex Wheeler comes walking down the aisle, peels his shirt off and everything. Crowd goes nuts to get up there and, do a pose off and everything. So it was cool, man. It was a fun time, right? That's the thing. Come in shape, come out of shape, come in as a spectator, come in as a fucking, what do you call it, a competitor. You're going to learn a lot of cool shit, right? One of those years, 98 or 99, when Gunther Schlierkamp was a guest poser, right? I was all fired up, and he was going in and, doing his took pictures with everybody, and he would hit a bicep pose, and everybody would go, wow, you know, because he was a big guy, you know, he was over 300 pounds. Off season as a guest poser, and then on stage even he'd be 290. I don't know if he cut that. I heard like 300 or 310 one time on stage shredded. I don't remember, but 280, 290 for sure on stage shredded, right? That's crazy. That's big, right? Big and vascular, and you know, a good athlete. So, but he was actually was asking him a couple questions and stuff, and he was actually getting inspired because I was so fired up and hyped up. He goes, man, he goes, you're really fired up and hungry. He goes, you're really focused. He goes, you remind me a lot of me when I was about that age, you know. Because back then I was like really young. I was like, you know, somewhere between like 21 and 23, something like that. 24 tops. No, I wasn't 24. 22 or 23 at the very, very oldest. Maybe even 21. I don't remember, but I was a kid. Still a kid still, right? And it was one of my first. It was my first or second Emerald Cups that I was competing in. So, yeah, it was fun. A lot of fun. And just met a lot of guys. And Flex Wheeler was, he was just really kind of just laid back, monotone. He wasn't, you know, super excited that time. But then I found out that was right around the time that he had the kidney issue. And he probably kind of already felt it because it kind of looked like he was like, he was there, but he wasn't really there. Like he was a little bit depressed one year. And I think that was like right before the whole thing came out with the kidney and stuff, because before that he was all, you know, passionate and excited and everything else. Or he might have been not wanting to talk to my happy ass, right? You know, you get person after person after person. Yeah, okay, you know, because I was, you know, one of my favorite bodybuilders. You know, I was really inspired by you and this and that and the other thing, and yeah, thank you. But he wasn't really like he was in a bad mood or something, or I don't can't really describe. He wasn't rude or anything. He just didn't like. He'd really not want to have the conversation. Like, yeah, okay, heard it all before, you know. And I get it, you know, because people do. You get tired of shit sometimes. You just want your space. You don't want people talking to you. You know, I get it. So he was probably having one of those days. And then Aaron Baker was just like the total opposite. He was like, it's like fired up, passion. He was excited, smiley. He was just like I saw him for the first time in the '80s on TV, when I got a good vibe about bodybuilding. I just watched the movie Twins, and I was watching this on ESPN. And they're like, "What do you eat?" Da da da. And he's just all smiles, like, I eat pretty much whatever I want. I eat a lot of chicken, and I eat a lot of steak, and I eat a lot of eggs, and, you know, going on and on about, but everything he listed was clean. But he was loving the sport. You know, he just had that markability to him, and I loved his attitude and his passion and his personality and stuff, and it just really brought, it was really obvious. It was just, he really brought that out on camera. And he was the same way, and even more inspiring in person, because you can't get the same effect on TV as you can in real life. Close, but if you can duplicate that same exact scenario live versus on camera, it's 10 times more powerful, right? And so it's pretty cool, you know. And poor Gunter, because he's like, you know, we're shooting the shit and everything, and he's like, yeah, you know, I like your attitude, I like your passion and stuff, you know, you remind me of me back when I was a kid and first starting out. He goes, that's awesome and stuff, and then shooting the shit, and I'm starting to walk away, right, and he's like, because I bought a picture from him, right, and he's like, the $10 for the picture. I'm thinking, oh man, what an asshole I am, freaking, you know, he's probably thinking I'm trying to fucking scam him, you know, so I was like, yeah, here you go. So I paid the $10 and went on my way. But then I got my ass kicked, of course, that year, because that was one of the years I was, you know, top 9 or top 11. I can't remember which of the two, but that was my Emerald Cup experience, and that's the bad experience, and I had a great time and stuff. So, you know, when I started actually doing well in the Emerald and other big shows and stuff, you know, you can imagine how much more fun I was having and stuff like that. So, but we will get to those in the next videos. We still got to cover the Gold's Classic and the Evergreen State in 2000 as well, before we get to all those other good ones. Alright, it's been showtime. Showtime Shredded Fitness over here. Size, growth, get big. Alright.